Hi everyone, it's Rax. I wanted to make a quick video talking about Blizzcon Online, which is coming next week, and go over the Diablo section. I'm not savvy enough to talk about the other games, but show you what's coming up in the schedule and in the lineup and give you my predictions as to what we might see. So it's on the 19th and the 20th of February, coming next week. And the first thing is Diablo What's Next? And of course, what does that mean? Well, I'll give you my prediction. I think that we are going to get an announcement of a new Diablo game, and I think it's going to be Diablo 2 Resurrected, which is the Diablo 2 remaster. Now, I don't know if you guys watch our Danctuary podcast, but Riker is there. He follows all the news, and he's the man that knows all the inner workings of what's coming. A couple of years ago, there was a post saying that Blizzard is making a new Diablo 2, a remaster, and it's coming from a studio called Vicarious Visions that no one had ever heard of. Blizzcon, of course, came, and we did not get a Diablo 2 remaster notification or anything like that. And nobody knew who Vicarious Visions was, so this guess or this prediction or this leak was kind of thrown out of the window. But it was a month ago or a couple weeks ago, Blizzard has officially absorbed Vicarious Visions, who will work on remastering existing Blizzard titles. And there was also a comment in there that said that Blizzard has had a chance to develop a good relationship with Vicarious Visions, so now it makes sense for them to pick them up. Well, when in the world did Blizzard have a chance to have a good relationship with Vicarious Visions? So further evidence is being confirmed by Jason Schreier, the video game reporter for Bloomberg, and he said Blizzard said today that it's absorbing Vicarious Visions. What it didn't say is that Vicarious Visions has been working on a Diablo 2 remake, and the team, Blizzard's classic team, was quietly dismantled last fall. So unlike 2018, there is some heavy evidence that Diablo 2 Remastered or Resurrected is coming. Whether they will announce it at BlizzCon or not is up for debate. I think that they will, but I think no matter what, there is a Diablo 2 remaster in the works, so that's great news. What else does it mean for Diablo What's Next? Well, if we're talking about the future, we need to talk about Immortal. And I think that with how well the alpha was, a lot of people were like, Rax, did Blizzard pay you to try the alpha? Did Blizzard pay you to say that the alpha was really good and fun? No, they didn't pay me a dime. They just said, Rax, would you like to try it? And I tried it. And it was a pretty unanimous feedback across the whole community. Everyone who tried it, everyone that I talked to, the game was really polished. For an alpha, I never fell through the world. I never got glitched. I never couldn't pick up items. These are all horror stories that I can remember trying with other ARPGs, which I'm not going to poke fun of. But for an alpha, for a mobile game, Diablo Immortal was polished. It was smooth. And I didn't even have the best device to play it on. So with how good the alpha went, I think maybe they will announce maybe an open beta for other people, or at least a beta, and if we're lucky, we might even get the release date. I think it's possible, I'm not sure, but I think it's possible we could get Diablo Immortal this year, maybe at the end of the year. So that might be coming. And then, of course, the big question, Diablo 4. I don't think Diablo 4 is anywhere near being released. I think there's zero chance we get it in 2021, and I think there was a Blizzard investor call that just said that it's not going to be released in 2021. I don't think it's going to be released in 2022 either. 2023 if we're lucky, but maybe 2024. I'm sorry, if you want my prediction, that's my prediction. But I think we are going to get the update, the quarterly update at BlizzCon, and what I'm hoping that it is, I hope it's on the Diablo 4 endgame, what we're going to be doing in the endgame of Diablo. And maybe that's what it will be. But I would guess that it's going to be maybe releasing the other two classes at launch. We already have Barbarian, Sorceress, and Druid. And again, there was a leak a long time ago that released a bunch of stuff about Diablo 4 that was like 99% accurate in what they said. And they said in the leak that the other two classes are going to be Amazon and Paladin. So don't be surprised if they release Amazon and Paladin at BlizzCon. It's not going to surprise me at all. But the leak that they had in the past was like 99% accurate. It said Diablo 4 was going to have mounts that you could ride around and all this stuff that aligned exactly with how they announced it at BlizzCon. So that's my prediction. My prediction is an update for Immortal, maybe a beta, hopefully a release date. Diablo 2 Resurrected is in production, and I bet you we'll get that after Immortal, but before Diablo 4 would be my guess. And Diablo 4, I hope we get the endgame system. That's what I would like to hear about, but I'm more guessing that they'll announce the classes, maybe one or the other, but don't be surprised if it's Amazon and Paladin. So there's that. Then there's a developer roundtable. I found the developer one-on-ones and roundtables in the previous BlizzCon were some of the absolute most helpful, when some of the content creators were there just asking them the own questions that they had prepared. Seemed quite amazing. So I'm really looking forward to see what they say there. And then we have Diablo, the Gothic World of Braum. Legendary artist Braum sits down for a one-on-one interview and discuss the inspiration for the haunting contributions. Okay, so something art-wise, and the Diablo deep dive. Anything with the developers, anything that tells us what is their philosophy on something, to me, is almost worth more than anything else. You know, I want to know their direction of things. What is your direction for the monetization of Immortal? What is the direction of Diablo 4, and what are you doing? That's more valuable than seeing anything pre-alpha, in my opinion, because it's going to go through so many iterations. They're going to change so many things. I want to hear what they're thinking about. And that will tell me a lot more about how the game's going to be rather than anything that they can show me at this stage. Diablo 4 Q&A, got something you've been dying to ask? Well, we're going to be able to ask them. That's amazing. Then there's going to be a community showcase of some kind. Spotlight on the very storytelling cosplay arts from Blizzard. Okay, sounds good. I'll watch it all. Artists at work. More stuff about artwork. I'm down. More artists at work. Okay, so it seems like a lot of the juicy stuff is happening on Friday. So make sure that you don't miss it on Friday. I'd love to hear down below, what do you guys think? Do you guys think everything that I said is totally wrong and I'm way off? What do you guys think is coming? And what do you hope is coming? So I think they're going to talk about the two classes in Diablo 4, and that's fine. But what I really want is the end game. We're all going to beat the campaign. We're all going to have our gear. We're all going to be standing there in D4. What are we going to do every day? That's what I want to know. Anyway, BlizzCon is coming. Make sure that you don't miss it. And I think there's some collections here that you can think about purchasing. It gives you like a pet and I think some wings and a portrait. You can read through it. Free advertising for Blizzard. If you want to check out that package, it's there. I'll see you guys next time. And right after BlizzCon comes out, I'll post another video and we'll talk about everything that was released. And of course, we'll talk about it on the Danktuary podcast. I'll see you then.